There we go. There's the drag puller. There's the drag puller. Hey, good morning, folks. Right across here, BJ's Outdoor, trying to get things set up here, man. I got a boat running up through here in this fog pretty fast. He's not wide open, I don't guess, but y'all can see behind me, man. You can't see anything out here this morning. And this idiot come up through here just, I mean, he can't see anything. I guess he's running on GPS hoping nothing's out there, but that's how people get killed out here, man, from doing stupid stuff. But anyway, I'm not starting the morning off negative or complaining. I'm thankful and blessed to be out here, man, and we fixing to do everything we can today to put a big fish in the boat. It is big fish season. It's already been started, but right now, man, is a prime time to catch a big fish, and you can catch multiple big fish. My plan today was to come out here and show y'all here another boat coming, step by step of how I target big blue cats and big flathead, but really big blue cats in the wintertime when the water gets cold. This morning, the water's 59 degrees. That's perfect. That's cold, but it's perfect. But that's what my point was coming out here this morning. That's what the video was going to be about, but I cannot do this morning because of the fog. I don't know how long it'll be before I can go anywhere because of there's no wind today, hardly any wind. So I was very, very tickled to be out here, man, because we don't get many days with no wind. So, but yeah, you can see the waves off of that boat, man. He was rolling. But anyway, we're gonna set up right here, man, on this bank. We're not too far from the boat ramp. Boat ramp's just right there. You can't see it. There's actually a boat back there behind me fishing. You can't see him either. But we're gonna set up down through here, man. There are some fish down there and some good ones. You know, you don't have to go far all the time to find good fish. But man, this is done started first thing this morning. I don't know what kind of boat that was. Must have been pretty big, but anyway, I got fresh skipjack today, man. They're freshly caught. They've been frozen. I got one big old sucker in there, man. I'm tickled to death. That sucker's a good bait. So I'm gonna save my sucker till I get in the area that I came down here to fish. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna get started here, and hopefully I'll be able to get my way upriver to my good spot, and got another place, pretty good ride downriver. So any boat ramp I use, it was gonna be this way. It's kind of crazy because I didn't see any fog at all when I left the house until I got to the area where the river runs close to the highway, and of course with no wind, you got fog. But anyway, I'm excited about it, man. I catch some good fish in the fog. It's always good. It kind of makes them think it's still nighttime when it really ain't. So we're gonna try to be stealthy and get some baits down here and see what we can do. Y'all stay tuned. Get these drift socks out. I got good current just right out there, but right here it's a little wishy-washy, and I'm not gonna get right out there because I don't know that some idiot ain't gonna come up through here again like that, man, and be close to the bank. Because you know I can run the bank, but you know 100 yards in front of me up there I can't see. I'm not sure that there's not some barges tied up there, but hey, we're gonna start right here. Some of the best fishing I've ever had has been close to boat ramps because people overlook it, man. They want to run way down the river, you know, go here, go there. And some of the places that I've actually had to fish because of these conditions have been some of the best fishing that I've had. So we got a barge coming up the river here now, and I can't see him. And maybe he's got radar on his boat, but still, this barge ties all up through here, man. And I'm kind of nervous that he may try to pull in here and park, because you know that's kind of dangerous for them to be running. I don't know what I'm hearing back there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one rod out because, like I said, I don't want to get in a situation where I got 3 or 4 rods out and then something bad happen and I have to, either drag all my lines out or something to get out of the way. But you see the boat moving. He's not far back there. I don't know what he's got going on, but we're gonna keep an eye out for him, and Like I said, we'll just fish with one rod right now. I'm not sure that bite's not a flathead. He sure is playing with it very softly. Oh, oh. We may be fixing to find out, y'all. You know what? I ain't even got my net out. I broke the rule again. Seems like every time I come down here and it's foggy, I break rules. It just kind of throws me for a loop because I had no idea it was going to be foggy today. Would it have changed my plan? Probably. But I still would have went fishing. There are places on the river where it's not foggy. But there's a reason for everything, man. You know, I used to get mad when a red light would catch me. You know, I'd be late for work. Our car would be moping along, me trying to go fishing. And as you get older, man, you start to realize a lot of those things are blessings in disguise, because you don't know that the good Lord ain't saving your life, you know. And sometimes you need to appreciate the delays and know that He's in control and ain't nothing you can do about it. And to be honest, if you could, you probably wouldn't want to. So that's my take on it now. So yeah, it's aggravating that I can't make it to my spot. It's just right up the river, you know, a few miles. But it's gonna be all right. Things people do to go fishing. At least I do have sense enough to stay right here, you know. Worst case scenario is one runs over me, and so y'all hear that? One runs over me and pushes me up on the bank, but I got a bar tied right here, and you know, unless he comes in here to tie up, he really don't have any reason coming this close to the bank because he's way out of the channel. But he's already against that bluff down there, man. It's just nerve-wracking this morning. I ain't scared of a lot. There ain't too many things I am scared of. But getting run over by a barge is one of them. I'm gonna move myself up just a little bit and kind of get behind this barge tied right here, man, just in case that rascal starts coming forward. God, I don't know what he's doing. He blowed his horn once, and then he's up against the bank down there, so I don't know if he ain't trying to ride the bank through here or what, but I ain't gonna be a dummy and sit back there and get smashed. So if I get above this thing, at least I do have something kind of between me and him, and it gives me a reference of how far I can see behind me, because I need time to move because I want to throw out some more rods. Folks, it's so foggy this morning, the fish are even scared to move. That one back there, he bit and bit and bit and bit, and I'm talking about just, I was expecting any time for him to take it down. But I think he was just a few inches from taking it down, and he too scared to move because of the fall. There's a bass boat just come through here. I thought I had a camera on, but I didn't. But some nice guys there just island. But he was close enough to touch my net there. And I mean, like I said, there's some people out here that are safe, trying to be safe. But man, you can only do so much when it's like this. And I tell you, man, it's just kind of, I don't really like where that one is. So I'm gonna roll it up before it gets tangled in my other one. It's a little bit close. I'm only gonna throw out 3 rods here, and hopefully, yeah, it's perfect right there. Throw out 3 here, and then like I said, I don't want to waste a lot of my bait this morning, man, jacking around in places I don't plan on fishing, but I just don't know how long this stuff's gonna hang around. I really don't. I have seen it in my area foggy all the way till after lunch, afternoon, you know, after 12 o'clock, and that's kind of ridiculous. But if you don't have no wind to blow it off the river, it ain't got no reason to leave. You know, the sun will burn a lot of it off, but heck, the sun's already up right there. You know, it was probably 7 o'clock when we got here. And it's 8:09 now. We've been here an hour and the sun's up there, but it can't penetrate it, man. It's just, but we're gonna deal with it, man. We're gonna have some fun anyway. We may have to just sit out here and shoot the bull and chit chat. I should have went live. That's what I should have done. Then I could have just sat out here and hung out with y'all and had some fun. But like I said, you never know. I didn't know it was gonna be this way. Yeah, we got good current this morning. Everything's perfect set up to get on some big fish in the fog. I mean, it's crazy, y'all. I mean, let me show y'all. Just make sure y'all don't think I'm just dipsticking around. Y'all see right there. There's the bank right there. There's another bar type there you barely can see. I'm just gonna pan around to the main river on the channel side. And you can see how far you can see from my boat. Might as well say 0 visibility. I mean, crazy, man. And it looks like it's getting worse, to be honest with you. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's cold this morning. We're still in the upper 30s, man. We had some terrible cold a few days ago. It never got out of the low 30s for the high. And we're working our way out of it. It's supposed to be beautiful this evening. Beautiful tomorrow, supposed to be in the 70s. So we're working our way out of it, you know. That's typical Alabama for you. If you don't like the way the weather is, give it a day or two and it'll change. You good son, he did. He did. Man, that feels like a channel. If it is, it's a nice one. He's just a mad one. At least we did hook up with something here. I was gonna say at least we caught something, but we ain't got him yet. But it looks like he's gonna be a team player. Yeah, it ain't a bad channel. Y'all see that mud all over his belly right there. I told y'all before, when the channel cat have got mud on their bellies, you know it's a tough condition. He's a good one though. I mean, he ain't no mongo, but I guess if you're gonna catch one, that's the size you want to catch, that and bigger. Well, buddy, I sure appreciate you. I sure do. All right, y'all. I was on my way up here to this creek. I made it about halfway, but you can see it's just getting worse and worse, man. And but I come across some good fish right back here, and they may not bite, but we fixing to find out. And like I said, I'm kind of nervous about going up there anyway, but I'm halfway. But I'm gonna throw these out and give it about 10-15 minutes and see if anything changes on the fog. like I said, we'll eventually get to the spot that I came here to fish, but right now we're just doing whatever we can do, you know. Just trying to keep lines in the water if we can, and make the best of it for sure. Oh crap, I got a fish on it already. I know I seen something back there. Oh, he dropped it, man. That one's hung up, which is hung up down there on what those fish were on. I think I'm gonna just chunk this one up on the bank. Wouldn't hit no bubble gum over here. You want to take it, son? Definitely acting like a flathead. It's the same head I got on. No stinky pinky there, but I'm not gonna make a move just yet, because it could close back in. And that's a scary feeling, man. I don't know if y'all have ever had it happen, but I have. You know, be out in the middle of the river, you know, in the fog, you know, and it start breaking up a little bit, and you go ahead and start easing down to wherever you're going to fish, and then it closes in around you. And all you got at that time is that GPS to tell you where you're going. And you know, that don't keep you from getting run over. It's very, very, very scary when that happens. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was pulling a little drag. Oh man, down in that stuff. That was pulling a little drag there for a minute. Don't feel like a bad one. Ain't none of them bad when you can't when you can't go nowhere. Nah, he ain't a bad blue at all. He's a mean one. A big-headed male. A big-headed male. I appreciate you jumping my drift sock for me. Come on in here. I think I can get you without netting you. That's a nice fish right there, y'all. All right, buddy. Now you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down so we can do this nicely. Yeah, that's a nice one there, y'all. Let's see what a big old head on that rascal. Oh, big old mean male. I seen some fish down there, which, you know, I didn't stop for this size fish, but I would have. But I seen something bigger. And like I said, I ain't discriminating against nothing on when the morning starts like yeah. That dude got a big old head on him, man. He's healthy, just slim on the backside. Well, buddy, I sure do appreciate you, man. Sure do. Sure do. That's the boat right there, y'all. They come through here wide open this morning. And I think it's a work boat. built like one anyway, but he does have one of them antennas on it. I guess as long as it don't malfunction, he can see what boats are up in front of him. So I still don't get it, that being a company, does this for a living, and they still want to take a chance on getting run over, or running over somebody. I remember years ago, talking about people running on that technology, GPS and stuff, or even running on whatever them devices are that spin around. I fished with a buddy of mine years ago in a bass tournament, night tournament, and I didn't even fish night tournaments. And but his partner couldn't fish with him that night, and he called me and asked me, "Hey, you want to fish with me tonight?" It was close to the house, the ramp was. I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it." He's a good guy, man. I loved him. He's dead now. His name was Marty. Great guy. But we fished that night. We left out right at dark. The tournament blast off and everything. And everything was going fine, man. We went up to Wheeler Dam, caught 18, 20 pound of nice smallmouth. We had a bag big. We would have won the tournament. The tournament was over at 12, and about 10 o'clock, he's like, "Well, let's run back down the river close to the ramp, and I want to check a place before the tournament's over." And I was like, "That's fine." We headed out, it was in the dark. Well, this dude, never fished with him before at night. And like I told you, I'm not scared much. He was running 70, at least 70, had a big old Ranger, 70 mile an hour running down the river, pitch black dark. No lights on the boat, no headlights, just, your bow stern light. And all he was running on was his GPS. He had a big 12-inch unit there with GPS, and that's what he was going by, everywhere we was going. And man, I was praying the whole way. I was like, "Lord, if you just let me get to my truck, I promise you I won't never ever get back in the boat with this dude again at night." Well, we got almost back down river to where we was going, and I seen a boat coming across the river. We was going this way, and I looked at him. He was looking at that GPS. I looked at that boat and looked back at him. He was still looking at GPS, and that boat was fixing to T-bone us. We was fixing to just collide, man. Both of them, they was running wide open too. They wasn't paying no attention, and I just reached over and slapped him like, "Hey," And when I did, it scared him. So, of course, that about caused us to wreck. But he wasn't paying no attention. He was looking at that GPS. And anyway, we made it through the night. That boat veered off, and we, veered off, and nobody got hurt. And but I never fished with him again. At night, at all, at night. And at daytime, it don't bother me at all. But at nighttime, I'm not no fool. I'm not going to risk my life to win a couple $100 in a tournament. I'm not going to risk my life to win a bunch of money in a tournament. I'm just not going to do it. But, and the bad thing is, when we got back to the ramp, the fish were dead. Somehow or another, in amongst all this, the dip net slid down the console and hit his aerator button, pump circulator button. Cut the circulators off on the fish, and all of our fish died. So we didn't win no tournament. We almost got killed, and I never fished with him again at night. So crazy deal, man. Like I said, you just got to be safe out here, man. Use your head. It's not just for a hat. God didn't give us a head for a hat rack. He gave us a head full of sense. Most of us, some people missed that part, but I didn't. When it comes to being safe and cause it ain't just about me. I'm not selfish, man. I don't want to hurt nobody else. That's just. But I play defense everywhere I go. I'm always on the lookout for somebody doing something stupid, because it happens so much in my area. People get killed, every week just about around here. At least every month, you'll hear one or two people that died because, for one, they didn't have a life jacket on, or two, they done something stupid, and You know, you can get away with a lot of stupid stuff if you got a life jacket on. But if you ain't got a life jacket on, stupid to get you killed. Alright folks, we are here. And I am excited about it. There are boats everywhere today, man. I don't reckon nobody works anymore. And I don't reckon anybody deer hunts anymore. Man, that is a huge skipjack. Golly. Folks, don't y'all look what a body chunk out of that skipjack. That's a huge, man, huge. Even trying to use small baits, I'm still using big bait. Probably only gonna throw out 3 here because it can get really hectic real quick. Well, here comes the waves from old Gilligan. Get bit on both rods. Now, how do you not hook up with a bite like that? There you go. You finally hooked up, didn't you, boy? Well, it's definitely not what we came here for. But with us being delayed almost 2 hours, I ain't gonna complain about none of them. Boy, you absolutely destroyed a fine piece of skipjack. A fine piece of skipjack. At least you finally bit it though. Little channel, y'all. Well, buddy, most of the time I wouldn't even say this, but I do appreciate you. Y'all look what he did to that big old chunk of skipjack. Just absolutely devoured it. It took him a while too, but he did. He finally got it. Yeah, folks, it is 10:09, and we just got lines out in my best spot, you know, that I wanted to check for big fish. So I don't know how this is gonna go, man. Usually I catch them here early. Most of all my big bites come early, you know, in the winter time. It don't matter when, you know, what time of the year, but usually it's always early. And so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I even brought lunch to cook today, man. I was gonna cook us up a good meal, show y'all how I do that on the riverbank. But you know, I guess Mother Nature had other plans. I didn't make it here, you know. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a good one. Well, I ain't gonna say how good. Oh man. Man. Well, definitely a catfish. Felt like a good one. He was pulling drag, but he had me down in that tree. Got me excited though. I think he finally done hooked his little bud up. If he did, he's a little bitty guy. And I think he is. Yep. That is a, man, boy, you're starving to death. Folks, don't y'all look how skinny that little blue is. Thought it was a channel. Buddy, I appreciate you. Sitting here looking at the water release schedule for this lake. We're getting a couple of nibbles, but that's all. But I realize what the problem is. At 6 a.m. this morning, they was running 45,000 CFS. 7 a.m. they was running the same thing. 8 a.m. the same thing. 9 a.m. the same thing. Well, 10 a.m. they dropped it down to 35,000 CFS. And right now, it's 11 o'clock, and they've dropped it down to 25,000 CFS. So we are very lucky that we're getting any bites, because that's 20,000 less on current, and that's a big deal, man. Especially, you know, this time of the morning. If we could have got here at daylight, like we, or you know, early, if we could have got here at 7 o'clock, like the plan was, the current was perfect, man. It was as high as it was going to be, and that's what I was looking at last night. That's the reason I chose to come do this. But everything's wishy-washy, man. Right now in the fall with the current, and you know, early winter, the current, they just play with it a lot. But certain parts of the day it'll be high, and then, you know, all of a sudden they'll just drop it back down and lower it, and that's what's happened today. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I think I'm going to roll them up. We've been here long enough, and I'm fixing to run to another spot over here and get set up and see what we can do there, man. And should be a little bit stronger current there. It's a river bend. This is not. So we're going to go check it out and see what we can do over there. All right, y'all. This is going to be our last spot right here. It's another big fish spot. Well, let me just say I've caught big fish here. Got a little more current here, so that's good. It's a little bit too shallow there. Put it in about, oh yeah, that's perfect right there. Put it on that ledge. Two ledges here. We're on the, it comes up out of 50 foot, up on a little flat, and then comes up right here. This one's laying right where it comes up on that secondary ledge, which is only 6 to 8 foot. So if there's one up shallow, he's gonna be active. He's gonna be there for a reason, and probably gonna be the feed. So hopefully there's one still up there, you know. Oh, there we go. There's a drag puller. There's a drag puller. I don't think he's no monster fish, but definitely the best one of the day we've hooked up with, I believe. Yeah, that drag was a little loose. Got one hitting on this one right here too. I don't think he's no bad fish. No, he definitely ain't no bad. None of them no bad one. I'll tell you what it feels like. Y'all know what I want to say, but I'm not going to. I think it's a nice blue though. It is a good blue. If it's a blue. Thought it was a flathead. He ain't no big fish, man. He's just mean. He's just mean. But he ain't a bad one either. He ain't a bad one either. He's like, man, what is that just hit me in the side of the head? Yes, sir. Hey, he ain't no monster, but he's a dang good one, and we'll dang sure take him. That's old low current. That's a welcoming sight right there, man. I didn't even know if we was gonna catch anything that big. All right, buddy, I'm finna let you go. I'm finna let you go, son. I know. You just realized that you not in the water anymore. Nice fish there, y'all. He ain't no monster by no means. Just a fun sizer, big old head on him. But I'll take him. Like I said, very thankful to have him. Well, buddy, I appreciate you. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just had one take off with this one, but he dropped it, and then this one took off. I think this is just an old mean one. We should go around that drift sock. Yeah, just a mean one. Go ahead. There you go. Good deal, buddy. Good deal, buddy. Yeah, he ain't no. Yeah, I think I can just pull you in with a line, buddy. He felt like he was. Oh, I see what it is. You wrapped up in that line. You wrapped up in a line, son. Quit that. There you go. Yep. You just made a mess, boy. Now, let me try to do this nicely. If you be still and just behave for a second, I'll get this off you and get you right back out there where you go. Nice one there, y'all. He ain't no big one or nothing, but hey, we'll take him. Old skinny male. Well, son, you need to go eat. You need to go eat, boy. All right, folks, we're finna get ready to wrap this one up, man. Hey, we been a pretty tough morning, man. Come out here, fighting the elements like we did this morning. Had a plan. Game plan set to go check one of my big fish holes and go check the other one about mid-morning. And man, Mother Nature had other plans, and she's in control. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But it's all for a reason, man. Sometimes why you don't get to do what you want to do, and it is frustrating, to come out here and do this, because after being delayed like that for 2 hours, getting to my best spot or one of my good spots, the fish had done shut down. Well, then, I checked the current. Instead of the current getting stronger like it does most days, it went down big time. And 20,000 CFS is a lot on this river. And when they drop that current down like it, man, the active fish, they just become inactive. They're not fired up, in the wintertime, no way, when the water's 59 degrees. They're not just like on fire, no way. So, any little thing like that changes, it just messes them up. But, we was able to put a few nice fish in the boat, nothing big, but some fun-sized fish, and I'll take that any day, man, over anything, or take it over not being able to go, period, for sure. But all in all, man, it was a great day, and I sure appreciate y'all riding along with me, man, hanging in there with me. I hope y'all learned a little something today, and like I said, we'll get back at them and try this again down here. Anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling, man. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See you then, and God bless you.